Hi everybody, this is Simon Ward from TheTriathlonCoach.com. Welcome back, and I'm here today with another one of my informational videos. Today we're going to talk about end of season recovery. I'm fairly certain that some of you have probably still got races left, but sooner rather than later you will have to start thinking about what's going to happen before you start training for next season. I've written some stuff on the board behind me, so let's take a look at that now. The first question that I'm sure some of you are asking is it really necessary to have an end of season break? And my answer would be absolutely categorically yes, which is why it's there in big bold letters. If we take a look up here, I've drawn a little diagram. My mountain man here is stood on the peak, and a favourite phrase of mine is that after every peak there is always a downward step. If it's not a downward step, you're on a plateau and then you're not going anywhere. So at some point you have to go down. And that's the whole point of the end of season recovery. In order to get stronger for next year, you've got to go down first a little bit before you start to climb to a higher peak on the other side of the valley. So there are a number of reasons why I think it's really important for you to have the end of season break. I've divided them into two parts: physical and mental. So if we consider the physical first, one reason is that after a long season your body's taken a lot of hammer. The muscles are aching, you may have a few niggles, some injuries starting to develop, or ones that you've just been coping with throughout the season. They need time to rest, the muscles need time to repair, and perhaps, if they're severe enough, they need some physiotherapy treatment. You've also been giving your immune system a bashing. You should start off in the winter, in October, with a very, very healthy immune system. But as you train, you empty that immune system a little bit, and with good recovery you may get partial or even full replenishment of that immune system. But the chances are that over the season you're emptying it a little quicker than you're filling it, and by the end of the season it's completely empty. Some of you may have reached this point already, maybe even during the season, and that's one of the reasons that I'd suggest that you get ill, because your immune system just can't cope with the volume of training and any bugs that are thrown in its direction. So you need to charge that immune system back up. Mentally, if you've been on the go for 11 months, you're probably getting a bit stale. Some of you may even have lost what I call your mojo. You can't be bothered with the training now. If it was raining on Saturday and the bike session was cancelled, you may even be quite happy about that. And there's also only a certain number of times each year when you can race at the maximum. And if you've reached that point now where you feel like you're backing off in races, it's probably a chance to replenish your mental state as well as your physical state. The other thing that I think is really good at this time of year is that a rest and recovery period gives you time to spend with friends and family members, people you perhaps have ignored a lot or a little bit during the year, and who may well benefit from some time now. You never know, you might even gain some brownie points in order to organise your season next year favourably. So then after that, why should I do it? The question is how long? That really depends on a number of factors. I like to see people having 4 to 6 weeks of easy training. What it depends on is the length of your season, and that's not just the races you've done but also your training season, so how long you were training hard before you started racing. How tired you actually feel now, hand on heart. Not just, yes, I'm invincible, I need a couple of weeks off, but are you really tired if you are admitting it? And how good you are at resting. Some people can easily put the feet up, watch the telly, read a magazine and not feel guilty. Others feel like they need to be on the go all the time. Those people are likely to need longer to recover. So that's it. I've touched on the subject very briefly. I think it's a great idea for you to have an end of season recovery. You should plan it in. In order to give you more detail, I've actually created a report. It's about 6 pages long, but I'm going to make it freely available right below me now. Not where Fiona's following the camera, but actually on the screen below me now. I am going to put up a link where you can go to and download the end of season recovery document for free. It will give you some suggestions on what sorts of activities you do or can do, how long it should be, and everything else. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you've got races left, enjoy them and have a good end of season break, and I'll be back soon with more videos for you. Bye for now.